put the whole 2 pounds of pasta in the pasta maker. You fill it up to the top of the fill line, right? No cover, in the microwave, on high for about 18 minutes. You take it out, you put the cover on. Remember the arrow lines up with the holes, right? You dump it, you take it back out. If you want to add a little bit of olive oil just to give it some flavoring, okay? So now you got your pastas done, you got your hamburger meat, you throw it inside with the ragu, you mix it up, guys. Now you got your spaghetti sauce, you got your pasta, you go get some Italian bread, and you have a spaghetti dinner. You never turned on your stove, and you did it in 20 minutes. How fun is that? So the next time we get together, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a pasta dinner, and your spaghetti meal, and you never have to turn on your stove. Okay, so, do you love that? Yes. I know it's the best. Okay, so, now I'm not supposed to be doing that, so.
Thank you.
But anyway, and then, okay, now guys, how many of y'all love, okay, love these. Okay, so, do you guys know, I know y'all, can y'all hear me back there? Come really close, come in. Let's be girlfriends. Really close. Because you know what? I wasn't supposed to be doing this. So I'm like, oh no, they need to know about all this, right? So that's why I'm not mic'd. Okay. Guys, right here, there's a couple things I'm just going to give you a quick little demo on, because this is this is part of your future. Like, you're going to see it, like, soon. Okay, got it. Okay, think soon. Okay, and think, whoa. Okay, so, because you know what? I think this is one of our products that just kind of gets lost, guys. And I love our freezer mates. Okay, so. I really should have Wendy up here doing this instead of me, but there's a couple things about our freezer mates that are so wonderful. First of all, it's the sheerest material that we have as far as see-through, and it's the thinnest. And it's the thinnest for a reason, okay? Because you want to be able to freeze all at one time. So Tupperware does two things. A, you can see through it, all four sides. B, it's thin for a reason. And C, did y'all know that all of our freezer mates have feet on the bottom? And there's feet on the bottom for a reason, okay? Because when you put it inside the freezer and you're freezing, because it's so because it's so thin, it allows it to freeze all at the same time, because the feet on the bottom keep it up off the cavity of your freezer, or if it's stacked on top of another freezer mate, and I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is kind of, you can see all the way through here. So the cold air goes all the way through here. It travels around it this way, travels it around it this way, goes this way and this way. So everything freezes all at the same time. And this is what you want to tell your customers. It also defrosts at the same time. How many of you guys have ever taken hamburger meat out of the freezer, right? And you go to defrost it, okay? And you go to use it, and the whole outside is what? And the middle is what? Frozen. Frozen solid. You know why? Because it will defrost from the outside in. When you take it and you defrost in your freezer mate, guess what, guys? It defrosts all at the same time, because now your warmer air will travel all the way around, so it's all defrosting all at the same time. Guys, one of the biggest reasons people get sick is because we defrost in our sink, okay? Now think about it. That hamburger meat, the whole outside is already defrosted, right? So it's at room temperature and heats up, because it's trying to defrost the middle part, and it's sitting there. And a lot of times, you know, you go, oh, you know what, I got a little sick last night, or I don't feel very well, or I got the, you know what, the D word, right? It's because you have a little bit of food poisoning, a little bit of salmonella, because that food has been sitting out. So you want to tell people, you want to buy your freezer mates for two reasons. A, everything freezes at the same time. B, everything defrosts at the same time. And you should always be defrosting in the refrigerator, never on top of your counter. Now we have different pieces that make this absolutely wonderful. I'm just going to talk to you guys about one piece. This one right here. This one, guys, most people go, I don't know what I would do with that. Now, y'all, what do y'all do with this? Chicken breast. What else? Corn on the cob. What else?
Hamburger patties.
Hamburger patties. No, she said little packages of stuff.
Homemade
hamburger
Twinkies.
patties. Do what, sweetie?
Homemade Twinkies.
Homemade Twinkies,
Waffles.
okay? Tacos. Now, guys, when you're doing your hamburger patties, you can tell people if you do not have a hamburger freezer set, and a lot of people don't have it, right? So if you guys go, you go to Sam's, BJ's, or Costco's, and you're buying the big bulk thing of hamburger, you want to come home and you want to freeze it, because y'all know you can freeze hamburger meat for about 6 months. Did you know that the only thing you can freeze for 1 year is, do you know what it is? There's only one thing you can freeze for a whole year. You know what it is? A whole chicken. Okay? Everything, how long can you freeze bacon? Do y'all know?
3 months.
No. No. That good. Okay? Bacon really has a shelf life in the freezer for up to 6 weeks. The longer bacon freezes, the saltier it gets. Okay? The next time we get together, I know, some of you guys are like, woo! Okay. The next time we get together, y'all know why you should cut the ends off your bacon, right? Okay? Do y'all know that? Oh, you want me to tell you now? Next time we get together, the next production party, you have a party, girlfriend, and I'll tell you, okay? Okay, good. Guys, do you do that at your parties? Because then people are like, I want to know why I should cut the ends off of my bacon, right? Okay? Do y'all know how to freeze your bacon that it'll never, ever, ever stick together? You don't? Oh, the next time we get together, I'll teach you that, okay? So, how many of you guys go to Dairy Queen and you guys buy an ice cream cake at Dairy Queen? Anybody ever do that? Oh, y'all, you know what? I'm going to save you $21. The next time we get together, I'm going to teach you how to make your own ice cream cake using this container right here, and it's better than Dairy Queen's. And you know what, guys? When you like now, how many of y'all are thinking, "Shoot, doggy, I want to see Cheryl again," right? Right? Okay. Always, when they learn, they return. Always leave them wanting more and have fun. When you do that, guys, people will come back to see you. They'll want to see you again. So this right here, going back to the hamburger patties. Okay. Now you guys all know why you put the hole in the middle of your hamburger patty, right? Okay. If you don't, do this. So you don't. Okay. Love you. Okay. So you want to put a hole in the middle of your hamburger patty, okay? Because what happens is it reduces the shrinkage because it allows the heat to flow through the middle of the hamburger, and it cooks the middle the exact same time it cooks the outside. I know. So guess what? When the hole shuts up, not shut up, I need to, huh? When the hole shrinks up, the hamburger's done. Because how many of you guys do this? You're like me. You take that spatula, right? And you're like smashing it down. Come on. I've been in y'all's houses, okay? You're smashing it down, or you're cutting into it to see if it's done. You might as well make sloppy joes, okay? So just put and it's just got to be, and your kids, my Amber and Ashley, they've grown up putting fingers in the middle of their hamburgers. So you're going to put a little hole in the middle of all your hamburgers. Now you want to go ahead and you want to freeze it. How many of you guys ever buy bacon? How many of you guys know there's that little tray on the bottom of the bacon? You know what I'm talking about, that little white tray? You all throw those trays away, right? Don't. Take those trays, put them in the dishwasher, and run them through your dishwasher because you want to desanitize them, right? Or you want to sanitize them. So run them through there. Then when you make up your hamburger patties and you put your little hole in there, you're going to put your hamburger patties on here, okay? And this is why I sell Tupperware and not China, because I'd have been broke 25 years ago, okay? So, okay? So you put it down here, and then you put those trays right here, guys, because if you put wax paper, and you put you know what sad wrap is, right? Yeah. Well, Tupperware calls it glad wrap. I mean, they call it glad wrap, but you're so sad you wasted your money. I call it sad wrap, okay? So so you don't want to be putting sad wrap on here, and you don't want to be putting wax paper on here, because wax paper does what? Sticks. As soon as you freeze something with wax paper, it sticks. And then what are you doing? You're trying to peel it off, and you're scraping it off. Those days are over with, guys. Hamburger patties, you put your trays from the bottom of the bacon, okay, throw them through the dishwasher, down here, another layer of hamburgers, another thing of tray, another layer of hamburgers, and here's the cool thing. Boom, you're done. If they don't stick together, you can do it for your brownies, you can do it for your cannolis, you can do it for your hot dogs. So if you're going to go and you're going to buy at BJ, Sam's, or Costco's, and you want to break it down, guys, and that's what the beauty of this. You want to buy it and break it down. This container right here, guys, will hold your big bag of tater tots. You come home from BJ, Sam's, or Costco, you're going to spend 65 cents more for that big old honking bag than you are for that little baby bag at the grocery store. I don't know. I'd rather spend my money wisely. Yeah. So I'm going to come home. This is what most people do, because God love you, you don't know. Because remember, you're not at Tupperware parties. You don't know. So you open up that big old honking bag of tater tots, right? You pour some out, and then what do? You roll it down, and then what do you put on it? Paper clip. A paper clip, or a chip clip, or a rubber band. And you know what? That's okay, because that's all you know. All you know is all you know. Until now that you're at the Tupperware party, because now we have freezer mates. You're going to come home. 2 of these containers will hold your entire bag of your tater tots. So you break them down, you put your seal on here, pull it out, and here's the coolest thing, guys. Did y'all know that when you open up your tater tots bag and you pour some of your tater tots out on your Wonder Mat and you're making them in the oven, and you roll that bag down, you put a clip on it, and you stick it back in the freezer, that air has gotten inside the bag, and you know what? As soon as it goes to freeze, what happens?
Good for example.
And it freezes together. And then you go back out, and what do you have? You got a big old hunkin' tater tot, right? It's like, okay, what are you gonna do with it? So those days are over with, guys, because they don't stick together inside here. Now y'all know how to